Hey, thanks for joining. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how we could update our firewall access list on Google Cloud using Python. The reason we picked Python is because we want something that's dynamic, that could interact with our logs and could be triggered from our CM. So let's start.
Let us prepare you to own, protect, and master your network. Net Prepare.
All right, so first we go into our project. Right, so what we need now is actually to create a service account. So to create a service account, you go under IAM and Admin, and then you have the service account. All right, here, so say create service account. You give the account a name. You could give the account a role. We're gonna give him like a pretty privileged role. Is gonna be compute admin, so he could do a lot of things with it, but we're gonna update that later. And here, if you want to specify other users to be able to use the service account, which we don't want. All right, so now under action, you go under manage to get your key. And you specify add key, create a new key, and from our end, we want it in JSON format. Right, and the key gets downloaded automatically. So that's all we need to do from the service account. All right, so now let's start with the script. All right, so there's two ways to point the Python script to the token file. The first one, you could create an environmental variable that we're gonna do right now. And in the next video, I'll show you how to actually specify the file location in the script directly. But all you have to do, just specify Google_application credential as environment variable. For me, it's Linux, so I do the export command and I specify the location of the token file. All right, so now you need to import google.authentication. This is a Python library that you need to install. Alright, so here we're specifying the name of the firewall rule, which is suspicious IP, and the project ID from your projects. As I said, I would like to restrict this service account. So now let's go under roles. It's under IAM Admin, roles. Let's give it a name. Name it net auto access list update. And we want to add permissions. So like usually what you need to do is you go to the documentation and look for your permissions. But like what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you a cool way that Google actually inside the error, it tells you, hey, you don't have that permission. So you could add it directly here. So what I'm gonna add a permission that I'm not using just to show you the errors. Now we need to assign this role to the service account. Alright, perfect. So now let's run the script and you'll see we're gonna have an error. And we're changing from 000/32 to 1.000/32. And as you could see here, we got the error compute.firewall.get, so you don't have that permission, so we added. And I know also you need the .update one, since like I've run the script before. Alright, so let's test it again. And we need to do compute.network.update policy. We need that permission. Alright, and you could see that the firewall policy has been updated. The only thing that I wish Google had, and if they do have it, please add it to the comment section. But like if they could restrict the source IP that's sending this API call. So just to restrict who could update the project, like just a specific IP address that could update the project. It would be nice to have. Thanks for watching. So please don't forget to like and subscribe. Click the notification button. Any questions in the comment section. In the next video, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually integrating this script with my CM. Anyway, thanks for joining, guys.
Let us prepare you to own, protect, and master your network. Net Prepare.